People on the couch here, I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video. I am Debbie, and this is Mark, and we are two people on the couch, and we are glad you're with us. I cannot figure out anything today. Like,
That's
I can't
right.
get a hook on nothing.
Listen, I just messed up everything I had set up.
Yes.
But we're going to get it back here.
Okay.
Listen,
Yes.
we're having a little issues right now because Karen and Fred, it's vacation season, right?
Yes.
Well, they didn't coordinate with us
No.
when they're They both went on vacation this week.
So we're on our own?
We're on our own today.
Well.
So whatever you're getting today is from me and Debbie.
Which isn't going to be much today.
Anyway. Usually we have a workforce in here setting up the shows,
right.
but I still think it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, who knows? We're leaving it up to you guys in the chat.
All right. First
we
off,
need you guys today.
the biggest news of the week
I don't think so.
Well, no.
But
there's a lot going on.
Okay.
There's a lot of good things. Listen, I named this the calm, not the calm before the storm.
Yes.
I did.
The
lull.
Lull before the storm.
Not the calm. Everybody uses calm. So I said lull instead.
Lull.
I don't know.
I don't even know that that's a word.
It is.
Okay.
All right. But deep fakes are one of the big top things where the White House is saying these people are putting out deep fakes.
Yes.
So I wanted to show one example. You might have seen it already. Might be old news because we only do this once a week.
Right.
Let's go out. Let's watch an example
of a deep fake
and see if it's a deep fake or not. Okay?
All right. Let's see.
See if the media is manipulating what goes on.
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
All the members of Congress and Homeland Security Secretary, I'm not sure going to introduce you all the way.
I'm not going to
Now, if
introduce
this was
you that way.
anybody else.
We're not going to introduce you to anybody all the way.
Introductionary all the way. I don't even know if he said introduce.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You tell. Let's go out to the all right guy and see what he thinks. Is this a deep fake? All right.
Right?
All right.
Yeah, the all right guy says all right.
All right.
Yes.
I don't know if that's all right. Like, all right, if you say so, or all right, it was a deep fake. So even the all right guy
is kind of confused.
Sketchy. Yeah.
Yes, he's kind of confused. So anyway.
We had that.
Yes. What else do we have? Anything?
Okay, I titled it We're in a Lull.
Yes.
Because let me explain something, people. There's a lot going on. We just don't know it. Okay?
Right.
This side, like one side is taking a week vacation.
Yes.
To get ready for an hour debate.
Yes. For a debate.
Word on the street is they're practicing standing for 90 minutes.
Right.
That's one of the things. Just who knows? I'm just saying what I hear.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know what's going on. But there's a lot going along on the world right now.
Right.
You got, Israel. You got Ukraine.
Yes.
You got, Russia right off our coast, maybe, allegedly, whatever. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And you're more worried. Are you worried about the American people, or are you worried about your speech coming up? Which one is it, Miss Debbie?
You're worried about your speech.
You're worried about your speech.
Yeah. If you don't do good, you're going to be out. Do you think he's going to do the speech?
There's no way this guy really wants to be in charge of the free world for another 4 years. But he has to, because the cabal says you got to hang in there till August before we do the switcheroo.
Yeah,
okay?
Do you think the switcheroo is coming? They're starting to talk about it a little bit.
It might be.
And the mainstream media is starting to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, they got to hold off to August. They're like, come on, guy, just hold in there. Don't lose on us. But that's what I got today. You got anything that you want to start out with before the slideshow that you got on?
That I got on there?
Yeah.
I don't have a slideshow on there. I don't have any news today. I need somebody in the chat to tell me what the news was because I could not get a hook on it. Like, it was just not coming to me today.
I'll go over one other thing.
We had Juneteenth this week.
Yeah, Juneteenth. Okay, let me explain a little bit about Juneteenth. African Americans got their freedom in Texas.
Right.
On Juneteenth.
Yes.
a national holiday, though.
Yes.
Now. Okay,
now
that's
it is.
fine.
Yes.
But there was a shooting the other day in Arkansas. A mass, they call it.
Yes.
Even though 3 passed away. But okay, whatever.
Okay.
We don't know anything about that suspect or anything.
No.
But it kind of made national news.
Right.
You know?
Well, on my agenda free TV
Well, no,
guide.
it's
Okay.
in the papers.
Okay. Right.
ABC and people have
and
covered
everything.
it. I
Yes.
checked into it. But
Okay.
did anybody know that there was 15 shot in California at a Juneteenth
Celebration. Yes.
Did you know that?
No. I did not know that until you told me
Down
that.
in Texas.
Yes.
There's a Juneteenth
Incident.
down there.
Also.
Did you hear about that one?
No.
Yeah, just local news.
Yes.
Covers these. They have to. It's
Yeah,
local news. If they didn't cover it, then people would really know something's going on. I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying, why does 15 being,
Yes.
not
Yes.
really passing away maybe, but 15 actually got hit.
Yes.
50 shell casings. I thought we were against like lots of shell. 50
We are.
shell casings
Yes.
were found at the site.
Yes.
Doesn't get any
Yeah.
traction.
Mm-hmm.
But in a grocery store, see, they want fear. They want you to say, if you're in your local store,
Yes.
something could happen to
Right.
you. They take your freedoms by
The
shroud of safety.
Yes.
That's what I got today.
Yeah,
Anybody else?
lazy days is ahead is correct. I did see that article on the news this morning, like the wet bulb temperatures are coming and stuff like that because they're saying a heat wave, right? Which I guess California or Arizona, that kind of area. But as far as we are concerned, we haven't had high temperatures yet here in Oklahoma. I mean, it's
been nice.
Yes.
Again,
it's been summer.
I get in trouble. I'm not going to say the C word.
Yeah. No, because last week we got dinged.
And I'm not talking the C word, the other C word, because everything out the window looks the same. I'm just going to say that, people. We sat out on the porch yesterday and we looked out there. I said, Debbie, does everything look the same to you in Oklahoma?
Right.
You said, yeah, everything looks identical. Now, there are some dry spells, and poor New Mexico is having a
dry spell.
Redoso
it's
area or whatever.
Here. Yes.
Listen, I covered the same area, wildfires, whenever I drove my satellite truck. And it was kind of bizarre because it was like Wild Kingdom.
Right.
All the animals were spooked.
Mm-hmm.
So as I was driving to cover that fire, I saw every animal there was in New Mexico running across the road. I had to keep, deer, birds, all kind of things. Every animal that lives in New Mexico was on the road while I was trying to get out there. But these things happen. It goes on. That was many moons ago. So, yeah, they're in a dry spell right now.
Yeah. Oh, Lazy Days is working his tail off. He's given everybody in the chat the news since we are kind of lacking today. I don't know what's going on with me.
Listen,
today.
Is it Lazy Days ahead? Like, they got Lazy Days ahead?
Yes.
Or is he winning a race?
Oh,
Lazy Days
is ahead.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Let's get out to you.
It is summer right now.
Let's get out to the news.
Yes.
All right.
Celsius.
All
the
right.
C word is Celsius.
There is
We don't have any news. I tried to tell you that.
You didn't even get one.
No,
one
I tried to look at it and okay, so I made a mistake. Let's talk about this. Okay. Well, not a mistake, but I searched for something last night.
Okay.
On my iPad. On my iPad, right? And so every other article this morning that popped up on my newsfeed was about that article that I searched yesterday. It's nuts balls.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Balls.
Okay. I like Jacob Israel and Donut Factory.
Yeah.
And that's cool. They're going over. There are things going on.
Oh.
You got to watch them to figure out the weird, symbology of
symbology.
And Donut Factory had a good one. But Jacob Israel was talking about the eye of the needle. You're not going to believe this. This is not our normal routine here. But we're going to get in a little kooky stuff here today.
Get on some kooky stuff.
We're sitting out on the porch after I watched the Eye of the Needle video. I'm sitting on the porch. I look down and I see this bent piece of metal that looks like, I don't know if it's just a cut piece of wire, but it kind of looks like a needle.
Yes.
So I picked it up and I was like, I don't think this is, a needle. And then I turned it a little bit.
And you could see
I could see the eye of the needle.
Of the needle.
Watch this at 2 times speed, people, because this story is taking way too long to set up. But we don't have needles.
No, we don't. I don't sew. I don't sew.
So who would come up to our porch? I mean, we've scoured this porch forever.
Yeah.
I've swept it 1 billion times.
Yeah.
So it had to just drop there recently. So is that not the most freakiest? He says it's kooky. It's kooky. I'm telling you, it's kooky.
Yes.
Finding the eye of a needle on my porch.
And then that being the title, in his title, is kooky.
Okay.
Yes. So
I don't know what to tell you, people.
That is sort of what I was searching for. I was actually searching for Social Security stuff on my iPad last night because I don't know. You reach a time in your age and stuff, and we are 2 old people on the couch, and I think we just grew into our name because I'm just not knowing if I want to go back to work.
I think Lone Cowboy started something. Like, he started Lone Cowboy Adventures with his Harley Davidson.
Yes.
And Go Ridge Life.
Yes.
He went from a Ducati, he still has it, but he has a Harley Davidson.
Yes.
Now, David at Come On Homesteading has a Harley Davidson. I think those guys are getting together this weekend to
ride their Harley
go
Davidsons.
Ride their Harley Davidsons. And I'm just thinking one day they got to get Lone Cowboy Adventures
up there
down in the ride. I know Lone Cowboy's a little bit further away, but let's make it happen someday.
I got problems.
You got problems?
I do have problems because
We're fine.
I'm not on the right internet. I'm on the printer.
Okay, but you're just trying to.
Yes, I'm just trying to find where I'm doing. Okay.
We want to go look at the Gateway Pundit or something. There was nothing really, just weird, stupid news on there.
Yeah,
AP
Lazy
polls.
Days has been saying some of the. I mean, I guess the big news is that there is a debate coming up next week on Thursday. Yes.
What about
the
draft, Miss Debbie?
Oh, the draft. Yeah.
They're trying to make it so the ladies are drafted too, which I think is a shame. But
are they trying to make it so
are they? They said that there was something written in Congress to try to push that. Yeah, I don't know it. But I mean, for now, all males are being automatically signed up for the draft between. But there's nothing going on in the world. Don't worry, it's nothing. We're not at the brink of WW throwing a couple more words, 3, which might be actually by now 4. Who knows? But
yeah, who knows?
I find that kind of fascinating.
Yeah. I can't even remember what we were talking about just now because I was reading the chat and everything else. Yeah.
Trying.
Yeah, they probably are. I don't think it will be him. Do you think it will be him?
Yeah. Who?
At the debate.
Oh. Listen. We should find that picture with the neckline. Like I think they had him in a tie. And they're like, dude, you look too serious.
Uptight.
So he loosened up. Blammo. Yeah. There was like a total separate. Now, was it AI or was it a mask? Who knows? I just know it was freaky. But I don't think, even with everything stacked up against the man, my man, Mr. T,
right?
They are gonna try. They got CNN is doing the debate. Right?
Yes.
They're allowed to cut the mics
whenever they want.
They say only whenever your time is up or something like that. But they're going to be like, you are out of line. Like,
yes, all the time.
He'll start answering the question, and they'll say, "Wait, no, we don't like what you're saying." So they can cut him off.
They can cut him off.
There's 50,000 rules as to what they're going to do for Biden to say, "Okay, let's do this." So I don't know how they're going to trick this thing out, or is it going to happen? Just like we say, is the election going to happen? That's why I'm worried about the end of June right now. These 7 days or 6 days, whatever's left, are crucial leading up to that debate.
China hasn't invaded Taiwan yet, and that's supposed to happen in June.
Listen, if they juice them up and they do a test debate with them, and they're like, oh my gosh, there ain't no way. They're going to have a scare event that says, look, Biden is just
busy.
Busy
in the
even though he's
room.
on vacation during the most craziest time in the world.
Right.
He's got to be hunkered down in the war room because all the shenanigans going around. We can't hold a silly debate. The world is in trouble. That's my. That's what I think might go down.
Yes, zombie. Putin is making rounds, stirring up stuff.
That's big news.
He's
Listen,
like going to North Korea and to China and all those places and making alliances.
Right.
Because why?
Why
is he going there?
The intel.
Yes.
Like our intelligence can listen into almost anything. So in order to set up for, how things are going to go down in the future, you can't talk to people on phones or anything.
Yes.
They don't know what we got to infiltrate anything they have. The best way to do it is on a tarmac,
Yes, absolutely, on a tarmac.
In a metal Faraday cage. I say that just because I like to think about somebody else that talked
on a tarmac.
Yes. But they go into a skiff, which is a Faraday cage that nobody can hear.
Yes.
And they hash out
what's going to happen.
What's going to go down here, because both sides are ready for a bold move.
Right.
You got, the cabal running
everything.
I don't think they're in control totally of, Russia, North Korea, and a couple places. They want to be their own cabal.
Right.
I'm not saying they're good, but you got this mob group going up against this mob group over here. And one of them wants to be in charge of the whole world. And maybe over here you have, God is in control of even, the devil's running these two, but God's just staring up above saying at any second, guys,
I could step in.
I'm going to mess up your plans.
Whole plan. Yes.
And in the Bible says, one thing you don't want to do is mock God.
Right. Yes.
There's been a lot of mocking going on here lately.
There has been.
I mean, we got Pride Month and all these other things.
Since we're talking about God.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the 10 Commandments going into the schools. Yeah. Where's that at?
No,
Louisiana?
They're like all of a sudden, know, the lefties over here that are adamant that doesn't happen.
Right. And because they're trying to stir up.
Yeah, they're just trying to stir the pot. It's a good thing. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm all for the 10 Commandments being in school.
It's nefarious reasons why they're trying to do it now.
Yes.
Like, go for it. Let's do it. Let's see how far they'll let it go, right? Their little shenanigan plan. Like, after nothing happens and nobody complains about it and they don't stir riots, are they going to say, yeah, this is a good thing? Kids are getting better. They're more well-behaved and we're teaching God again in school. America's coming out good on the other end. Right. Or is it they're going to push this and all heck's going to break loose and then they're going to say, nah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're probably just stirring the pot so that they can stir up some controversy, huh?
See, our mountain home is in here. They made a bold move.
Yes.
It's going out good for them. Go check out their channel. But, I got to get out and get their solar straight for them. Help them out. Or, over the phone, get out there, whatever way you want to do it. But we need to get that straightened out. But coming up, I have a solar mount.
Yes.
That I made on a non-penetrating satellite dish mount.
Yes.
And I made it for some solar panels. Watch for that video coming up.
Yeah, it will be coming out.
It'll be on Two Old People on a Couch until I get my solar channel. I'm going to change Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show over to a solar something. Give me some good names over there on the side. And then I'm going to start dabbling with solar stuff.
Yes.
It's a flooded market. I don't care, but I'm into it right now.
Yeah, he's really into it right now.
Low budget satellite mounts.
Yeah.
Like pretty much free. But
So we
we'll go over
have
that.
about 2.5 years before I can draw Social Security. 3 years until you can draw at 62, which would be the low budget. Like we wouldn't get paid as much if we draw it
Yeah,
then.
but we're taking it out.
But I don't know. It's
Listen.
hard to go to work these days. You
What-
get into work, right? And you try to go. I've been taking a class and I'm taking a job as a paraprofessional, and it's a low, like my salary is nothing. Like
Yeah,
you can't even barely live on it.
The
So,
government has made
yes.
it
so
almost
many laws and regulations, and then they're trying to tell me that if I don't document things that they're not doing, then they could sue me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm
Listen.
at a place in my life where I want to take that on.
I would start my own business right today. I could do a multitude of things that would make me good money, And I got the equipment ready to go and everything. There ain't no way in heck I'm going to try to do a small business in this world today. It's sad. Whenever I was younger, I did. And for 3 years, I was successful. But I'm not doing it in this world today. There's too many things stacked up against you that would, and is our money going to be worth anything, Miss Debbie, in the future? I know you're reading the comments.
No.
Is our money?
It's not. But inflation is just taking it all away.
We saved
And
up for retirement.
Shrinkflation
shrink.
is
You might as well
everything is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Biden has done nothing for the shrinkflation. Let me tell you.
5 years ago or more, we should have been buying everything we think we should have needed for the rest of our life, because it would be 3 times probably more stuff than what we can buy today. We should have built our little tiny cabin, bought a piece of land, done all that 5 years ago. We would be sitting fat right now. But no, all the prices for materials. Don't even try to tell me there's no inflation. You can't buy lumber, like bolts. I bought bolts for that chuck wagon out there. That was the most expensive thing on the chuck wagon. Like 30 cents for a little bolt, And washers are like, 12 cents for a little tiny piece of metal. I'm like, what the heck is going? They used to be like 2 cents, 3 cents a piece.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I'm getting great. Grumpy Grandpa Solar Fix It Show.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Heck yeah, Grumpy Grandpa can fix solar. It's pretty long.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that one.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but I'm just going to start dabbling with satellite stuff.
Yeah, and so the last 2...
I've been dabbling with it. I might as well put it on video. I'm taking a old 12-volt. I know, this is boring. I'm going to take an old 12-volt battery. That might be good. It might be bad. I think it's good. My son thought it was bad. He swapped it out, gave it to me. I charged it up. It took a full charge, so I think it's still good. I'm going to take an old battery.
I like that one.
Budget, DIY, little $10 charger. Budget, everything. And I have an 1,500-watt old inverter that I'm going to throw together, so it's pretty much, next to nothing.
Yeah.
And just see if it works. And run a microwave with it. That's a good test right there. Okay, that's my next video coming up. I'm going to be doing that here soon.
Lazy Days, is tonight you're live, or is this the night that the Gillums go live? So you'll have to tell us. Office Rocker goes off grid.
We almost killed a half hour.
Yeah, I know we did.
We can open up these phone lines.
Yeah, we can open up the phone lines.
And get that going.
Yeah. If anybody wants to call in.
How do I make
stuff like
this
that?
go
I
away?
just.
All right. Let's get the phone
I was
lines
thinking
open.
about trying something with our Two Old People on the Couch channel too, but I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm really not sure.
I really think our next show is going to be a real good one, and I will prepare it during the week since I don't work.
I don't know.
I will, and Karen and Fred will be back from vacation. Let's get these phone lines opened up here.
Oh, thank you, our Mountain Home. He says Atwood's has the best prices on nuts and bolts.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
They sell it by the pound.
All right. Ooh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Because it's ludicrous.
So the Gillums go tonight. Chilling with the Gillums. Yeah,
Oh,
I thought you guys
I
were
got to get
last
rid of
night. I
that.
know. Look
Hold
at you go.
on.
Yeah. So, but I just don't know if I'm at a point in my life where I want to be legally liable for anything right now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm like,
People
well,
can just sue for no reason,
yes.
and it's no fun.
And there's a million
Like,
laws and all this stuff that have to be followed, the 504 and the ADA and the No Child Left Behind and the blah, blah, blah. No wonder teachers are stressed out.
think about it back in like the old days whenever they were just coming across the West, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Little House on the Prairie, like, or something like that. Take that for, you could just walk into a place and go, I want to work for you.
Right.
They say, okay, it's hard work. And it's, going to be this amount. And they usually paid you at the end of the day, too, which is a miracle, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say, you put in a hard day's work, we'll keep you, too.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You say, okay.
Yeah.
Jump in there and get going right now.
Yeah.
No paperwork had to be signed. Nothing had to be done. You just walked right in and you just started working. Nowadays, you got to, go through tons of paperwork just to even, in the company HR departments, that's a full-time job. They're probably the best paid people on the planet, HR, because they got to go through thousands of pages of paperwork just to hire a new employee.
Yeah.
It's crazy. None of it makes sense to me. I don't know what's going on in the world. It's stacked up against the common person. They want us to be a third world country. They want AI now.
Right.
They want robots.
Right.
Because people can act up.
Right.
Once you get the robots making the robots, like I said,
then
they
want people.
They want us all poor because if we have money, we have a little bit of power.
Right.
We can organize. We can drive our cars together and get together to go against our corruption that's going on in the country.
Yes.
But if we're all broke, poor,
yes,
without a car, you can't,
do anything.
Or sick.
Yeah.
Maybe try and make us sick so we're not healthy and everything.
Yeah.
So we rely on them for our health care and everything, which is nothing now. Yeah. You're going to probably pass away anyway. It's just I could ramble and ramble. This is just I'm trying to be positive.
They were talking about Gen Z people too, young people not getting jobs. Like when they are 18, they're not getting jobs or going to school or anything like that because they can't possibly afford a house or a home and all the things that adults do anyway. So they're just staying
giving
at
up.
home. Yeah,
There's no
giving
hope.
up.
There's no hope.
They're just giving up.
Like a young entrepreneur can't just start his own business saying, I'm going to make a widget and sell it. Like the first thing the government is on them like glue. Like they don't even let kids just get a taste of it by having a lemonade stand without having a permit and all this other stuff.
Yes.
Actually just do something to get you jazzed to like, man, this is awesome. I didn't play today. I set up a lemonade stand and I made money today instead. It's contagious, people. I was a little entrepreneur when I was mowing yards, by, probably 11 or 12, somewhere in there. I was mowing yards. Then as soon as I could carry one of those heavy golf bags, because these golf people, back whenever I was golfing, their bags carried the kitchen sink with them, you know? And I would double bag because I made twice the money. You double bag and you go 18 holes, then you get done and you hope that there's some late golfers. You pick up another, all I'm trying to say is anything and everything I could do to make money, back there.
You did.
Other than shovel snow. It seems like we did that for free.
Yeah.
My dad would go around and clean all the neighbors and everything, because that's what neighbors do for each other.
Absolutely.
But I had my own lawnmower, going on there, and people back in the day, girls used to do a lot of babysitting.
Right.
I'm just trying to tell you people how it used to be.
Right.
Because young people don't know this. They just sit around going, who's going to take care of me? Who's going to take care of me?
Yes.
How am I going to get my next meal?
Yeah.
They don't know that there's, because they're not taught.
Right.
What I'm trying to say.
Right. And we've worked.
Listen, I've worked since I've been 11 or 12.
But we're approaching 60 right now, so I just don't know.
I've been putting into the Social Security system since 16, right?
Yes.
Where I pumped gas and I valet car parked. I've worked pizza shops. I've sold lumber. I've done it all, people. It's amazing. Built houses. You name it. I've done it, you know.
Yeah.
It's amazing how I bounced around and got to where I finally did, and, you know, joined the military. Did satellite for the last 30 years. Whatever. I'm just saying, can I just get my Social Security now? Because people don't work until they're like 30 now, and they're going to get Social Security at the exact same time
that you do.
I got Social Security, and it's bull, and they get the same amount as I do. It doesn't make any sense. I just want to get my Social Security now. And if it runs out, you know, if I get my amount, then oh well with me, you know. But it's my money. I want it back.
Yes. Yes. That's what I'm like taking a class, and that's all it is. It's just like the laws that you have to follow and be aware of. And if somebody above you isn't doing their job, then I have to document that they're not doing their job and all kinds of stuff.
Thomas Pagnanello, I think I nailed it. Pananello, he started money at 12 too. That seemed to be the year that you were strong enough to get your things. But I don't know. We used to play, me and my neighborhood friends, we would play a game called buy and sell. We would take Monopoly money, and you would open up a booth, like you would sell some kind of snack or something like that, right? And somebody else would, you know, open up a booth and, you know, do something different. It was always different.
Yes.
But, like, once in a while, we all just said, let's do buy and sell, we called it. And we would open up our own businesses, and then you would go around and, like, if you had a good business, you were making more Monopoly money than the rest of the people, to see who would win. And it was fun, man. It was like, that's things that we did as kids to get. That was before we were, you know, old enough to actually work. So that's freaky. You know, that was a weird little game we figured out on our own.
Yeah, ours was.
And German Spotlight. Love German Spotlight. That's a different thing, though. That doesn't make no money.
No.
If anybody knows, they know.
They know. If you know, you know.
But we're always thinking, like, how come my one buddy.
You should fly over news.
Brian Glod. You know, his parents his dad managed a Pontiac car dealership. He made dough, right? He actually bought a Franklin Lloyd Wright student's house that was really funky with a pool. See, you always find good rich friends, because then you could go swimming all the time if you weren't so rich, you know.
Right.
They had the pool, but Brian Glod, I haven't talked to him for ages. I don't know what he's up to now. But he would be like, you know what? I'm going to take raccoons. I'm going to catch them. I'm going to put them in a cage. I'm going to get the metal, collect their pee, put it in a bottle, and sell it as deer, you know, masking. I'm like, boy, man, that's... That kid was always coming up with the craziest ideas
to make money. Yeah.
Like, it went from that one week.
Right.
Where, like, that didn't work out.
Right.
And he was on to his next big, amazing, you know, adventure to make millions of dollars.
Right.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
I don't think young people are coming up with these ideas. The same guy, we actually got, like, old mattresses from a hotel.
Yeah.
Stacked them 20 high or so, jumped out of a tree, down onto these mattresses, which went shooting in every direction.
How did you get all these mattresses?
I don't know. I just know he did, okay?
Okay.
I'm just talking about some of the crazy stuff we did over at the Glod. And he always had go-karts, motorcycles, which I wasn't allowed to technically ride.
Yeah.
But I did all the time. And great guy.
Yeah.
Brian Glod, if you see this show,
Yeah. He
hope you're
won't.
having a
He
good
won't.
life.
He
but
won't. He won't. I like the
Great time.
boat. The boat is cute.
Yeah, it's got what?
What is that character
I don't
on
know.
the side?
Somebody tell us.
An old cartoon.
Yeah, old cartoon. I should know. Like
Yeah.
something cat.
So,
Tomcat. No,
yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
We don't know. So anyway, yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do or whatever. I just,
I haven't really been looking for a job.
No.
I did a little, I had one lead. They didn't call me back, but
no.
it's like, man, I would be good for that role. But I think they find out your age, right?
Yeah.
And they're just
I
like,
think you hit that age and nobody wants to hire you
yeah.
because they know you won't be sticking around for very long.
But I'm like, my dad's IRA is going to mature here in the next 6 months, right?
I think so.
Whenever I turn
think.
59 and a half,
I
I
think
can
so.
take it out without penalty.
I think so.
You think so?
From
Whatever.
what I read.
So I might just take that out, and man, that thing's been giving us, 1,000 to 2,000 a year, just that we're allowed to take out.
Next week, I promise we'll be back to our normal setup. We will have all of our ducks in a row. We will
Yes.
try. I was looking for all the news
Ned will be back.
that Lazy Days has given us this morning, and I just couldn't get a good hook on anything about what
That's why I
the
named
news
this.
is going on.
There's a lot going on.
Right.
It's just not out in the open. We have conflicts going on.
Mhm.
We've talked about them. A lot of people like this show. Like, I watch YouTube. YouTube shows look at this Ukrainian.
Yes.
We took out this Russian speedboat, right?
Mhm.
But you never see the other way around. Like 500,000 people have lost their lives on the Ukrainian side.
Mhm.
You never see look at this. The Russians just blew up another, armory or something like that.
Yeah.
It's so lopsided that they want you to think that Ukrainians are doing fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, NATO almost has to step in with troops to
Mhm.
get that going. So a lot of things are going on that don't make sense right now.
Mhm.
And the election is drawing near.
It is.
So both sides are stacking up for, a crazy, something to go
Yeah.
down before this next election.
I think something will go down right before
At the
election.
same time,
It will
Russia
be unsafe to
Korea,
go vote.
and everything are thinking at this time, with all the chaos going on in America, what all can we pull off
Yes.
before
Mhm.
they figure out what's going on over there?
Uh-huh.
What's going on? What are you laughing
Oh,
about?
Charlene, she's
Yeah,
posting the big dog.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about Alex throwing a couple more words, Jones.
Uh-huh.
Okay. They're trying to. Okay, this is a very good way to end out the
Uh-huh.
show. This will take some time. They're trying not to just crush him financially.
Right.
They want him off the air right before
The
the
thing coming up in November.
the people
Mhm.
picking process.
Yes.
So they want to shut him up.
Mhm.
YouTube will, keeps us small,
Right.
which I know we're nothing. Blah blah
Yes,
blah.
we're nothing.
It could be just that we suck.
Yeah,
but
we do. Especially when we don't.
They don't promote our channel, nor do they put commercials on most of our
Right.
shows
Mhm.
because they don't want us to make money, so we don't keep going
Right.
and do this show,
Right.
which we will, because it's one thing God told us to do is just
Yeah.
go out, do this cheesy show,
Yeah.
and maybe some young people will come across this and go, you know what, they're making some sense, but maybe not. Who knows? I'm just saying. But yes, they are shutting him up, and Mr. T.
Yes.
Mr. T said, they're not coming for me.
They're coming for you. And that's true.
They're not coming for Alex throwing a couple more words, Jones.
Mhm.
They're coming for you.
Mm.
And then, so they'll quiet him up. So now Joe and Russell, two other big shows, they have to be worried about what's happening. They got to keep a close eye on this, because if they shut him up, they're going to come after their shows next.
Yes.
But I don't think they care at this point. I think
Uh-huh.
they've made their money. Hopefully they've saved a lot for a rainy day.
Mhm.
for whenever they're going to come after those two shows. Tucker. They're going to come after Tucker.
Yes.
Shut him up. They already have been trying all kind of shenanigans with Tucker.
The person that you were talking about first, he says it's because they're getting ready to pull off something
major.
And
I believe
major.
It.
And I do think that right before the election,
listen,
they will pull off something major that will make it unsafe for us to go vote. That's
the man
prediction.
Alex throwing a couple more words, Jones, predicted 9, throwing a couple more words, 11, before it happened. So if he's throwing out scenarios that could go down, and then they go down, that means they were planned.
Right.
That's why they fear the man. For so many years, he's been calling out, which is funny because all he says is you have to just go look at what they say, and they'll tell you that's the plan. So, but people aren't smart enough to do their own research. But, you know, the World Economic Forum, Davos, all these people tell you what they're going to do. And all Alex does is say, look, they said they're going to do this. And then they do it.
Yeah.
Almost, you know, it's like event, throwing a couple more words, 201.
Yes.
They told us what they were going to do to a T. Flat out said that there was going to be a thing that happened in the year 2020.
Right.
And it did.
And it did.
It did.
And then, so by 2030, we're supposed to own nothing and we will be happy.
Yeah. And
yes.
There's so many people brainwashed out there that think that, you know, President Biden is doing a fantastic job, and it's all we're just whack job.
Yes, and they said the economy is so good and everything's going well and all this kind of stuff.
Meanwhile, a nut costs 30 cents. That's all I'm saying. It's insane. It's a clown world. People are so brainwashed to not know what's going down. And they're brainwashed hard, too, because they think they got people thinking Mr. T is some kind of, you know, super bad guy. But if you just watch now, the court case is over and they got him. They want to extend the gag order even though the trial's over.
Yeah.
To keep him from his right to speech. It's hold on.
Yeah, it's nuts balls.
It's nuts balls.
Yes,
it is crazy. I don't know what to tell you people. But I don't know.
So, Lazy Days is working way too hard. So, you don't need to work quite so hard, but we appreciate your hard work this morning of being there. So, anyway, and everybody else that's here in the chat. Absolutely.
Jacob Israel, listen to me.
He's working so hard.
I hope he's putting it up there because they actually watch him and said, "Now it's whacked out." I'm not gonna. You know,
sometimes he goes off.
But it's weird. Like he says, God shows him things in a weird way. He says he'll even say, "I'm not a prophet. I'm not."
Yeah.
I'm just on my own. I kind of go around thinking like, "This is weird," you know.
Yeah.
And Donut Factory the other night had a great, again with the symbolism of it all. It's way out there too, but I love it because it's true. It's so whacked out, but these secret societies and stuff are the ones running
the
show. And God says don't dabble with magic.
Yeah.
These people do like meme magic, they call it. All kind of magic. They put it out in videos.
Right.
To build up, to be able to pull off their nefariousness. And it's, watch the videos, people. Listen to Donut Factory and go out and watch the videos. Or movies. Like the movies are so demonic and crazy these days. Like there's no like My Cousin Vinny. Like, is there a My Cousin Vinny movie out there? No, they're all freaked out. The zombies, you know, Marvel, you know, characters, the death of the world, zombies. It's crazy. there's a reason for it.
And
there is a reason for it all.
That's another thing that they were talking about, Lazy Days, is that like with YouTube and your Facebook and everything, they get you in these boxes and then they don't expose you to other things.
Yeah.
And so you can't even, they just lock you into your perspective or whatever and it manipulates your perception of stuff.
But Donut Factory was doing like, all the symbolisms with different secret societies, pillars and checkerboards and Jacob's ladder and all this stuff. And you think it's weird.
It is weird.
But it's everywhere.
Yes,
the cornerstone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean.
Oh, what was it? What were we doing?
I don't know.
Oh.
Orange. The color orange right now is in. Like,
yes.
I forget what it symbolizes, but they spray painted the Stonehenge with orange.
With orange.
Orange is going to be out there a lot. You're going to see a lot of orange. Just like for a while there, we saw a lot of purple, fluorescent like purple and blues and blacks,
and orange.
Orange is now
the color.
The color that they're pushing out there a lot. Like people are painting things orange and
stuff. So
I don't know. Is it anything? I don't know.
We
but
went
it's
to
kooky.
see a animated movie with my grandkids a couple weeks ago, and there was like a carpet. It was about like your imaginary friends as a child, and then you give them up when you grow up, right? And then all these imaginary friends were at the old folks' home because they didn't have a child anymore. So that was the gist of the movie. But it was called If. It was kind of cute. It was kind of weird, everything. But they go to this old folks' home, and when it goes into one of these singing scenes, the whole carpet turns into a checkerboard. And I was like, well, there it is. There it is.
Checkerboards and all kind of the yin and yang, the 69.
Yes.
All these things are ritual symbols. And like, what tour is your woman on now? Taylor Swift?
Yes.
I can't even think of it. It's some kind of, it's a god of sexuality, I think.
Oh,
Aries.
Yeah.
Aries tour or something like that. And you'll find that out if you just watch I like Donut Factory.
Well, that's another.
And Jacob Israel.
There's another thing that they're pushing right now, and that's the alien thing. They're pushing the alien thing on everything right now. So where like everything will have like aliens in it, or they're saying aliens, and they're pushing that agenda.
Are they trying to set us up for like, they don't know, they don't know what God's going to do. That's what freaks them out the most is, even though they're doing all their nefarious. And the good thing is evil eats evil, because everybody wants to be top dog. We got that going on for us.
Yeah.
That even if God's not intervening, evil is going to be evil to evil. So that kind of neutralizes a lot going on in the world. But they don't know what God's going to pull off here. Like he did with the Noah's flood. He says he's not going to do that again. But
we don't.
They don't know, so they're going to say, like, if the rapture happens, they're going to say, well, aliens took them up to the mothership,
Yeah, we don't watch a lot of movies, but occasionally I like to take my grandkids to the movies, and so my mother picked the If movie.
Yeah, we don't go to movies.
And
I didn't go.
I went to the movies with my mother and my grandkids. So that was how I ended up there, and I'm going to go see Inside Out 2.
I don't want to fund any of that crap that's up there right now. It's all...
Well, it's something fun to do with the grandkids.
But there's no just funny movie anymore.
No, there's no comedies anymore. They don't make comedies. There's no money in it.
There used to be a billion love stories, like, Sleepless in Seattle and stuff. You like that stuff. Is there any movie like that anymore?
No. They don't make movies like that.
There's a male and a female that fall in love with each other.
No, they don't do romantic comedies or
romantic comedies. Funny.
Mm-mm.
It's all demonic.
Yes.
Every last thing has a agenda in the demonic realm coming out of Hollywood, which is, the branch of a holly.
Yes.
Is the magic stick. There you go. You find that stuff out from.
It's like, it's just
the
crazy.
people I watch.
It's crazy. And
the color orange.
They've done it forever. Aligns with how Halloween and the fall.
That's true. Yes.
Which is
it is
a
summer
time of witchcraft.
The sun is orange, Yeah, you're right. I did hear that. See, James is on it right there. He probably watches the same stuff I do. Yeah, I just
He
forget
might.
stuff. Like I watch a million things, and I'm like, and then it kind of, I couldn't remember what orange aligns with, but that's witchcraft. Bingo.
I bet she appreciates that, Lou. He pauses the movie and explains what certain scenes mean.
I can.
Yeah.
Man, wouldn't it be a trip if everybody knew Lou? He's probably like, kids, that's bull crap.
Yes, I know. I can see Lou.
What the heck is going on out here, man?
Yeah.
They're trying to brainwash you little kids and to think this way, but don't think that way. Okay. Hit play again.
Yeah.
That's how watching a movie with Lou or me would probably
go. Yes.
We watch shows once in a blue moon of like try to watch a show or something. And all I do is I curse at the screen saying, good God, this is all bull crap, up here. Who watches this crap? If you even try to watch a show, there's so much agenda being pushed. It's ridiculous.
Irritated. Yeah, I know. That's how it would go down here, too.
And if you see, what's up with the deers and everything here?
I don't know.
Like, I saw a picture of these two kids.
Oh, and they were playing ball with the deer.
Playing soccer.
Yes, with the deer.
With an elk.
Yes.
Not a deer, an elk. Well, the deers, that kind of style animal.
Yeah.
And the deer's like kicking the ball down the hill to the boys, and the boys are like, okay, and they throw it back up to the elk. And it just is like, it plays with it for a second and boosh, kicks it back down to the boys. Like these are wild elk too. They're not like, it's like, and there's something about deers being in these, movies, and the deers are all acting weird. Like in, some of the movies lately and everything. And it's kind of like the deer are acting weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They are acting weird. Ginger,
I've never played soccer with
anything.
With a deer or an elk.
Letting the chat take over and tell us what the news is today. We've kind of been off. Karen and Fred are on vacation
at the same time,
and I couldn't get a good hook on the show today. But I think it's been a good show. We've talked about a variety of subjects and everything.
At least get in the chat with us.
Yes,
while you're on vacation.
Yeah,
Karen and Fred, they're not even watching us.
Yeah,
on vacation.
No, I'm sure they're not.
Homestead said, I have the gift for gab, Lou. I can fill. Got a lot on my chest that I need to get off, but
I think I'm gonna go get my grandkids again after I get done with my class that I'm taking right now. I have 2 more days of class.
Oh yeah. See, Flyover News says our deer on our place have been wearing orange, but it is funny too that we do wear orange, for hunting
but
season.
That's so people can see us.
I know, but I'm sure Donut Factory will tell us that's not the case. It's symbolism.
Yes, I'm sure he will.
I don't know.
Yeah,
who knows? I'm just saying, watch them for fun and for get wicked smart. He likes to say, watch Donut Factory to get wicked smart. It's just showing you weird stuff that's out there in the world. Take it as you want. I don't care. It's kooky. It is. Jacob Israel stuff is wacky and kooky, but I love it. It's sometimes they nail it. They predict things and it comes true. So what do I know?
Fred is Mark's producer on his Grumpy Grandpa
He used to
channel.
do Grumpy Grandpa whenever I used to do politics.
Yeah, whenever he used to do
over on Grumpy Grandpa Patriot show.
Mm-hmm.
He's an ex-nuclear physicist
with a little
drinking problem. He got fired because he was drinking while he was running the nuclear facility.
Yeah,
wicked smart too, but they even though nothing happened to the nuclear facility.
No, it didn't.
It was fine.
But
he got caught drinking, and now he's my producer. Yeah. Our producer now. He fills in on Two Old People on a Couch too, but he's on vacation right now, and
yeah. So anyway,
and
I think
Karen, if nobody knows Karen,
is our producer on Two Old People on the Couch.
we love her because she's super liberal.
Yes.
When she used to put plexiglass, she demanded
She used to be
plexiglass.
over here.
Yeah, right next
Used
to
to
us.
be over here, and now
Before-
she's up in the booth.
Way in the booth.
Yeah.
Whenever we moved up to a bigger studio.
Yes.
But she used to be right beside us, and she demanded plexiglass, masks,
Yes.
all kind of, crazy stuff. But we love her. It didn't make us not like her,
No, it didn't.
even though she didn't agree with us
Right.
politically.
Right.
And anything we believe in, we didn't fire her. We
No.
kept her.
So anyway, I think we've almost filled an hour.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There's Not for Nothing Homestead said, "Oh,
Yeah.
you got a DUI." Okay.
Yeah.
You'll
yeah.
find out things like that during watching the wacky stuff out there. You find out that
Yeah, it's an album coming
a
out.
year ago, on like June 18th, the same day, a rap artist got busted for DUI.
Yeah, it was whatchamajigger.
No, this is different. This
Oh,
is a
okay.
year ago.
Okay. No. It was,
Then,
okay, go ahead.
right before his concert tour
Yes.
started,
Mhm.
for publicity.
Yes.
Then, so June 18th, the same day, right before Justin Timberlake's concert breaks
Right.
out,
He gets a DUI.
DUI
Publicity.
because he's a nothing burger now. Like
Yeah.
the young people
For
don't even know who
publicity.
this old guy
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
And then watch his last video.
Mhm.
It's demonic as all. It's crazy demonic.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
of course
haven't
it
watched
is. Yeah.
it.
They all are now.
Yeah.
But then Travis Scott, who had that weird, super demonic concert down in Houston,
Right.
where like 6 people died, passed
Mhm.
away.
Yes.
He just got busted
Yes.
right before his tour. Now, it wasn't June 18th. It was a day or two after
Right.
Justin
Mhm.
Timberlake.
Yeah.
Same thing happens right before these people go on tour. You have to do something. It's worth the risk to do something bad.
Yeah. Even if it's bad publicity is better than no
Yeah.
publicity.
So all
Mhm.
these, stars are getting,
Mhm.
they don't get busted the whole rest of the year.
Yes.
But by gosh, right before their tour takes off,
Yes. They get busted.
they get busted.
Mhm.
So is
I
it
think
something or nothing?
might happen this week
Yeah,
before the debate.
In Taiwan,
And right before the election. It's going to be not safe
Listen.
to go vote on the election day.
everybody
Mhm.
had told me June was Taiwan. China will
Yeah,
invade
I
Taiwan.
know.
That
But
hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't
It's getting
happened yet.
short. So
We're running out
if
of
it
days.
happens, you can say, "Hey, 2 old people on a couch
Yeah.
told," but I didn't come up with that. Other people have told me that. So we'll see if it comes true or not. But right now, Taiwan been really quiet, even though there's been a lot going on around it. So are they holding that back, just ready to pull it and
Will
use it?
that be what goes
It might be.
on? And Biden will be too busy to debate because he'll be busy dealing with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why. Why
don't know.
can't? It's just these videos, these music videos.
I know.
Woo,
They're not fun.
they're
And
whacked out.
yeah.
They're demonic. It's just every movie demonic now. I
Yeah.
mean,
they're just crazy.
tell me I'm crazy,
You're crazy.
but it's
Mhm.
true.
Yep.
Put on the armor of God,
Yeah.
like I said. God's got all this. I'm waiting for. Listen, we're almost done. We're
Yes.
down to a
Chilling.
minute.
Chilling with the Gillamses tonight. Yes.
We're down to a minute.
And next week
Can
will
I-
be an amazing show.
Yeah, it'll be better. We promise. But what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Put on the armor of God, and I'm telling you, one day, whenever God's tired of being mocked, He's gonna come back and do some stuff that's gonna wake up the evil people to say, "Yeesh." It's gotta hopefully sooner than later. I'm always praying that I hope the raptures or He intervenes here, because humanity is spiraling out of control right now, and we desperately. That's why I'm not worried about it, because sooner or later, I'm either going to be in heaven or He's going to come back, and then I'm just going to sit back and, I don't want revenge or anything like
Yes.
that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be I'm going to
Yeah.
sit back and go, "Do you mock God? oh, it's not going to be good for you.
No.
It's not going to be a pretty sight whenever he decides to come back with a vengeance against you. And they say, one of the things in the Bible, the worst thing you can do is use his name in vain or mock him.
Yeah.
He's coming, people.
All right. You ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
All right.
Armor up,
thank
folks.
you guys
Trish
for putting
Kane-
up with us today
Trish
and
Kane
helping
says-
us out. So next week we will be prepared. Until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared.
All right. Saying a couple more words.